What's up, crew? Welcome back to Libertalia Game Supply. Recently, we just got this thing announced. So, Angel Ring coming out in Age of Overlord, which I think we get in like October. So it's a pretty long ways away still. But it's a pretty interesting equip spell. So we've got equip only to a monster you control, equipped with another equip card. You can only control one Angel Ring. Negate the effect of your opponent's first spell card or effect that resolves each turn. That's the part that I like. It's just a negate you throw on board. You don't even have to activate it. It just does it itself. Negate a spell card, which is typically going to be, if you're going first, you set this up, you're probably negating a searcher, meaning they will have to play around this in some way. Try to use some removal that isn't spell-based spell removal, if that made sense. Just a huge problem, and it's really, really easy to use. Well, that might be a little bit disingenuous. The combo is a bit ridiculous that I'm about to show you here, but it does work. And then once per turn, you can gain 500 life points and then destroy this card. And if you do, your opponent cannot target the monster it was equipped to with a card effect. So a little bit of built-in protection there also. So this combo is going to be Infernoble Knights, because this is an Infernoble Knight card as far as I can tell. It's got an Infernoble Knight lady on it. It's an equipped spell, and it even doesn't even specify equipped spell cards in its activation condition, just any equipped card. So all of your equipped monsters that just equip themselves out of the graveyard can make use of it. So without further ado, here's this one card combo leading to a whole board of negates. Alright, so for the combo, you only need one card to get yourself a whole board of nastiness. Either the Sublimation Knight or the Neospace Connector. They both do the same thing. You're just looking to get an Ice Hold on board turn 1. So we'll go Sublimation Knight, search the Squeak Knight. Squeak Knight's going to equip itself. We'll use the Squeak Knight effect to special summon itself. We don't use the Squeak Knight effect to make it a tuner because it doesn't matter. And then we'll link them away for an Ice Hold, and we are off to the races. Ice Hold effect to search. Just grab whatever you want as long as it doesn't interfere with the combo. So really that just leaves me with the Neospace Connector, and then you have follow-up bodies for next turn to continue comboing off. Then we're going to Ice Hold for 4 in order to summon an Ogier. The 4 that you send will matter. So we're going to go Angel Ring, Durandal, Phoenix Blade, and Joyous, and all of them will get used by the end of this combo, and we'll summon that Ogier to set us up with a Foolish Burial effect to send Turpin, one of the new Infernoble cards. So now Turpin, if you have something equipped on the field, it can special summon itself in the graveyard. So we're going to get that Phoenix Blade back by banishing the 2 monsters we used to make Ice Hold. We'll Phoenix Blade equip to whatever you feel like. We'll go with the Ice Hold here, and then we will special summon the Turpin to have 2 level 4s. So this will give us access to some old school Noble Knight support here. Torgus, King of the Noble Knights. On summon, he can target Noble Arms spells in the graveyard, equip them to himself, up to 3 of them. We only got 2. We only need 2. We're going to grab them both, Durandal and Joyous. We'll get them attached here, and then we'll use that Durandal right away to get Ricky Ardetto, the other new main deck Infernoble guy. And then we're going to link these away because we want Joyous's effect based off of the monsters equipped to go into the graveyard. So we got the Ferocious Flame Swordsman, clear the whole board. Joyous effect will special summon the Rick Ardetto, and then the Rick Ardetto will special summon a level 4 body in order to synchro summon with it. So it could have been Turpin or Ogier, does not matter. We're going to special summon right away Angelica, Princess of Noble Arms. On summon, you get the search effect to grab the field spell. So we'll get the Noble Arms Museum. We'll activate the Noble Arms Museum. We'll activate the Noble Arms Museum's first effect, pay 1200, and we'll get the Infernoble Arms Almace, so the new equipped spell coming out. Now, the second effect for Angelica gets triggered if it gets targeted for an attack or with a card effect. So we're going to use the equip effect of one of our graveyarded Noble Knight, Infernoble Knights here. Attempt to target the Angelica. The effect will get stopped because Angelica will use the effect to then send a Fire Warrior. We want to send Gearfried here, banish itself, and then special summon a Roland. I don't have the main deck Roland in here, haven't tested it yet. The extra deck Roland is better anyway, in my opinion. And then we're going to make use of the Museum's second effect. So we're going to equip Ogier out of the graveyard with its own effect to Roland. We're then going to use the Museum's second effect to special summon the Ogier. And now we have a 5 and a 4. This guy is a tuner. We're going to make the Charles. And then we're going to equip the Roland to the Charles so that we can link the Charles away. And we will not use that Charles effect because I only have my own stuff to kill at this point, right? We'll also equip the Owl Mace at this point, just so we can get that graveyard recursion effect there. And we'll link this away for Charlemagne. We're going to use Charlemagne's effect to get the King Charles equipped to it. And then we're going to also use the Owl Mace effect to get the Gearfried back to our hand. So the setup's getting pretty good now. Boom. So now all of Charles's effects become Charlemagne's effects. So he gets the pop, he gets the end phase equip effect for the spell out of the hand or graveyard, and for the fire warrior monster out of the deck. We will not use the effect to destroy anything on our side of the field. We're then going to use Gearfried. We'll banish the Joyous here, summon the Gearfried. We're going to get the Phoenix Blade back again. We'll get rid of the earlier extra deck monsters that we used. And then we will equip the Phoenix Blade to the Gearfried. So now Gearfried's effect to negate is live. And then in end phase, you'll get back the Angelica. So we'll resolve that effect. Angelica will come back. Charlemagne's effect to equip, or Charles's effect to equip, based on Charlemagne here. We're going to grab the Angel Ring. So now we get that spell negation. And then we will equip a monster. We'll grab another Ogier. And this is the end board that you are leaving them with to deal with. So the Flame Swordsman's bumping everything by 500. If it dies, it floats a little bit. Charlemagne, if something gets equipped, can pop something. We don't really have a way to do that at this current moment, but you know, if you had a full hand, you might have some other stuff that you could tech in here. We've got the negate with Gearfried. This thing can redo its effect to banish, send one, special summon a Roland, only if you play another one. So you might want the Roland in the main deck or a second one in the extra deck, just so that you can use the effect a second time. Not that it's really going to help you all that much. You also get the Angel Ring, negating something, the first spell card they try to activate each turn, and giving your Charlemagne a little bit of protection. And because of all the attack boosts on board, we've got 5,000 on the Charlemagne, 4,300 on the Gearfried, 2,300 on the Flame Swordsman, leaving us at 11,600 damage that we can do next turn as long as we shut everything down. So I just thought this was super cool. I thought this card, it looks really cool. That's actually her in the picture, I believe. It's just nice looking art, really, really interesting, and pretty badass effect. And so I wanted to play it. So there you go. Test this one out. I could show you the list. It is not really a refined deck list, but here it is. I will probably cut all these hand traps just to play stuff that's more fun. Hand traps kind of take the fun out of building the deck for me, so we'll see what we come up with. These ratios are not really like what I would recommend you play. It was just I wanted to make sure I had enough of each in there to try to run through some combos and stuff. So that's just what's in here, but those ratios will surely change. If you have recommendations on ratios yourself, you can leave those in the comments down below. I'm sure other people would like to hear a little bit more about how you would finish building this deck. But anyway, happy deck building, happy combo building. I'll see you guys in a few days. Have a good one. Bye.